it's all good. Look, it works. It's a...
What? Nothing.
Why is that the first thing you say?
Hi.
This is Abee.
Welcome to the UK.
Yeah. How was that, Abee?
That was a 8 out of 10 for the energy, -2 for the slight racism. They didn't mean it, but also
Subconscious racism?
yeah.
Where are we going? Where are we going?
BCU, Filsoc.
I'm going to see if I can go to the Filsoc and try to interview some people about growing up as a British Filipino.
Let's see if they'll be willing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm
some
like...
people are shy.
But some people aren't shy.
Interview now, starting now. Interview. What? How did you know you're Filipino?
My parents told me.
I'm going now. Goodbye.
Wait.
Peace out. What?
Wait, no.
Abee promised you a bus.
I don't promises are meant to be broken. That's what my parents told me.
Are we lost?
There's 4 of us.
4 people have.
Okay, we're lost.
Your mom is lost. In my penis. Oh shit! It's important to have bad mental health. Always cry. It's reverse psychology.
Wait, what? Hold on,
Reverse psychology.
We made it! Yay!
In your
Yay! What the fuck
I
are
love
we
your
doing?
mommy.
What is your obsession with moms, Abee?
Freud.
Let's go in.
You see, I wasn't told that we would be using fake student IDs to get into this building, because we don't exactly go to BCU for university. So what I didn't expect was that we could get kicked out of the venue before we even got to the BCU Filsoc.
Wait, what?
Wait, this is yours.
I know, so how do I use it to get in?
Oh, this is that one. Like, I don't think that.
Hi guys, here's my
Hey guys. I don't know what's going on. We got caught sneaking in. How the f did that work?
I don't know.
I'm kind of like shaking. I used a fake ID to get in. Well, we did. I thought it was illegal, Abee. I thought this was illegal.
Illegal. What's the worst thing to kick you out?
Welcome to BCU, guys.
As we arrived at the Filsoc, I was a bit overwhelmed by how many Filipinos were actually there, so I was a bit too shy to record much in the venue. But basically, we played a few quote-unquote party games, such as Bring Me, where you bring random stuff to the host, Over Under, where you put a balloon over and under your head, it's not that deep, and we also did an egg and spoon race. Hopefully you already know what that is.
Wait, let me squish his face.
Anyways, I did manage to find a few people to interview about growing up as a British Filipino, so we did that after the Filsoc Games night, where I would feel slightly less awkward about holding up my camera in public. Let's get into that, I guess.
Yeah, I'm Luther now. Welcome back to my channel. I don't know, I do miscellaneous content, but you have to subscribe to me.
If you don't subscribe,
You're growing up British Filipino, we're actually doing it.
Oh,
You were actually born in the Philippines. What age did you like come here?
when I was 5.
Would you class yourself as like British Filipino?
I'd say so, yeah.
Do you want to stand still? We're gonna run into the camera.
That's a good lighting. Move
Yeah.
back. Yeah, like make it aesthetic. Yeah, get their boobies in. Yes. Move there. Or maybe there.
German market is better lighting.
Yeah, let's go German market. We're going German market.
Oh, Joey!
You can restart it if you want.
No, we're not restarting.
Oh, he likes it raw, guys.
I like it raw. No, what? Did you go to like a Catholic primary school?
Yes.
Here's a question that I have. Did you ever wish that you were white? Being in like a Catholic school, all of your peers are also white. Or was it like that for you?
A lot of people can relate to this experience where like as a kid growing up, you just feel like the casual racism or like even racism that you grow up with just makes you wish you were on the other team. I'm pretty sure most people, as they grow up, they learn to appreciate their culture and stuff when growing up in another country. As you should. I can't speak for everybody, but I feel like a lot of people have had that phase.
Yeah, I get that. I think I also pretty much had that same experience. You kind of notice that you're different when everyone starts treating you differently.
Yeah.
Abee, did you ever feel like you wanted to be white?
I never wanted to be white, but I've never felt Filipino. I've never felt like I belonged. I used to take it personally. I was like, oh, they're so cliquey, but in reality, they just grew up together, like the Filipinos. So like, I was never part of one, so I never had friends.
Yeah.
So it was never something they did on purpose. But on accident, I felt left out.
How old were you when you found a group that you felt like you belonged in?
18, Filsoc.
Really?
UOB. My friends now are like my for-lifers.
And she met them at Filsoc, so it's not
Yeah.
too late if you don't have a Philly squad
Yeah,
yet.
you can make them at 20, 50, whatever age.
See, I currently don't have a Philly squad.
Never too late, there's always loners.
There's always loners. I am one of those loners.
It's okay. No shame.
I'm gonna cry now.
No tea, no shade. It's not a read.
To be fair, if you take yourself too seriously, I feel like people will, I don't know, they just don't listen to you as much. It's weird.
Crying all the time just makes everyone cry around you. Cry, just say cry alone. That's bad advice. Cry alone in your room. Feel like shizzle.
We want to go German market.
Bubble tea.
Abby, what are you doing?
How are you finished already?
Oh my. How many times do I have to tell you? This is child friendly. I don't think this is friendly to children. That hot dog is not friendly to children.
PG-13.
How many people sat in your table?
Are any of you very patriotic? Because some Filipinos are like really patriotic. No? What about you?
They're cops.
Is everyone's parents patriotic? Are your parents patriotic?
I wouldn't say so.
Oh really? So like the first parents
Really?
I've never seen
Oh,
that are patriotic. That's interesting. Joey, did you ever want to be white as a kid? Really?
As a kid.
I've reveled in my Asianness.
I know so many Asian people in general, not just Filipinos, who like when they're younger, they want to be white because like you're surrounded by white people.
I wanted to be half white, so I thought it'd be pretty.
Yeah,
I
half
felt
white
really
people
ugly
are
growing up.
Sorry.
Aren't they though?
Till now.
I've never wanted to be white. I kind of wanted everyone else to be Asian.
Bro, that's the reverse. Okay.
Why should I change for them?
I kind of get that as well. Sean, was there a point where you first felt like you fit in England because you moved here when you were like 5?
Like I didn't know nothing coming here. I can hold English convos.
Yo.
I felt like, oh, I made it. That's it.
But did you ever like get to a group where you felt like you belonged, kind of thing?
Yeah, but they're Filipino as well, so.
When you moved here, you wouldn't know what the toilet is. So both you and Jerry, because you guys both immigrant, you'd be like, CR, and the teacher's like,
CR.
what?
I only responded to my name.
Oh, by the way, CR is the toilet.
Comfort room.
Comfort room, yeah.
Banyo.
Were the are Filipino parties universal? Like, is it always like the teenagers?
On everything. I swear. You've got like teenagers on each of the
I used to bring an Android
stairs,
charger around
then
just
the
in case,
titas in
even
the
though I'm
living room, and then the dads in the conservatory or the bar area.
Usually I bring
whatever.
plastic.
Wait, what about
Like the karaoke
Guess the
stuff.
dynasty.
are the titas always like separate from the titos? Like, it's always like separate.
It's always chismes.
Why is that a thing?
Because they can chismes, because they've had enough
Because the
of their
titos,
husbands.
they're more drinkers than the titas.
So is every like group separated pretty much? It's like
Yeah,
segregation.
there's segregation
This
in
room
parties.
belongs to the teenagers. This group belongs to the
I
kids.
had to hang out with the titas because I had no friends.
Oh really?
What?
Yeah. So I know all the chismosa.
How do you? I couldn't sit with adults. How do you sit with adults at that age?
Befriend them.
Wait, how old were you when you sat with the titas?
Really young. Like since the entire childhood. But moms love me for their sons because of that.
See, now I'm rethinking because I think I've had like a half Filipino kind of like experience. I didn't have a group per se, but at the parties I had like a little group to hang out with. I feel like every Filipino has experienced this, but as a child, like there's always racism there. And the thing is, the people who are being racist don't know they're being racist because they're kids. So the 5-year-olds are all like, Chinese,
They
blah
got it
blah
from their
blah.
parents, and that's what's sad.
Do you think it'll ever get better, Joey?
I think it'll never be 100% better because you can't control people, how people think and how people treat their children.
Growing up as a British Filipino, it seems like there are a lot of differences, I guess, depending on whether or not you were actually born in the UK and whether or not you traveled here. If you were born in the Philippines, you'd probably visit the Philippines more, right? Because that's where your cousins are. You actually grew up with them and lived with them. Whereas I've only really seen my cousins like 3 times in my life. Sure, it's over an extended periods of time, but I don't know them as much as I might want to. I was raised a little bit by my grandma for like a year, which is kind of cool, but I don't remember it because I was like 1, which is a shame. I love my grandma. You need to remember that the Philippines is on the other side of the world. It is expensive, okay? I forgot to ask people about food, but it's pretty much the same for everyone, okay? We eat sinigang, adobo, tinola, giniling, food. Yeah. You guys don't know what that is, but if you do, that means you're a Filipino or your girlfriend or boyfriend is a Filipino, probably. And like we were saying about events at Christmas, there would always be a party and we'd be in separate rooms, segregated from everyone. The teenagers in one room, the kids in the other room, the dads and the mums gossiping about each other. Apparently, according to Abee, she joined in with the gossip because she was lonely. It's kind of sad. Sorry, Abee. There's a kind of similar vibe to Filipino parents, but at the same time, it really depends on who your parents are as people. Because no matter what ethnicity you're from, you're going to parent in a different way, depending on who you are. Because that's how people work. And I love my parents. So, yeah. And I think another thing, if you were born in the UK, you don't really appreciate your culture as much compared to maybe if you moved from the Philippines. Because if in the Philippines, obviously, you're surrounded by the culture all the time until you move to the UK. So you'll be like, yeah, hell yeah, I'm Filipino. It's awesome. I love all the events and stuff. But as a kid born in the UK, you feel like a little bit of an outcast because you don't really fit in with the people around you most of the time, unless you have a lot of Filipino friends. And you don't appreciate your culture as much as maybe we should. But as you grow up, especially like now that I'm 19, I'm learning to really, really appreciate it. And like I'm going to more Filsocs and stuff. I'm trying to meet more Filipino people, which I didn't really care about before. But Abee gave me hope, I guess. She managed to get the Filipino squad when she was 18, which I didn't think was possible because I always thought you have to grow up with them. Thank you, I guess, Abee, if you're watching this. I'm someone who can understand Tagalog, but I don't really speak it. And I find that's very similar with a lot of other Filipinos living in the UK. But there are some people who can speak it, and I'm like, how did
that happen?
I hope you guys enjoyed this. Subscribe for more and like and stuff. This has been Luther, and here's your reminder to never stop learning. Peace out.
I made friends. I'm happy. I wish